1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Are we on?
On what?
That's the question.
Yeah,
Are we on it?
People have been asking that for quite a long time.
Yes.
What are those guys on?
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, right? No, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. So you're officially how far into this?
Almost 2
post-surgery?
weeks. Yeah.
Almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks tomorrow.
And you're running around the block by next
Oh,
week,
God,
right?
yeah. Oh, for sure.
How's recovery going?
It's moving. Slow.
It's moving.
Like
John's
me.
not.
Yeah. No, it's going along.
right.
You know, it's
by day,
I will just say that I maybe underappreciated how much this involves. Yeah.
Underappreciated.
Yeah.
That's a word for it.
Yeah.
Maybe underestimated.
I'm going to go with underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
Yeah,
What the recovery
Yeah.
portion of this whole knee replacement surgery is.
Yep.
But you're back at it. Here we go. We've got JD joining us a little bit later on in the show for JD's Throwback Trivia. We'll get to your 2-cent history lesson. We'll see if we got a winner. Threw a little bonus surprise in there last night.
Saw that.
Courtesy of our OG sponsors, Firehouse Stores. We'll see who's going to be dining at Texas Roadhouse.
Is that the place you can throw the peanuts on the floor?
I don't think they do that anymore. I don't know. I haven't been to Texas
That
Roadhouse.
doesn't sound very fun then.
You know what? We should do that here.
What we gotta do?
You want me bringing some peanuts tomorrow? We'll eat
living
peanuts
in this,
and throw them
been
on the
living in
floor.
this chair for 2 weeks.
You got a little picker-upper. You can. That'll give you something to do during the day.
Sure.
Is pick up the shells.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah. Nothing. Let me tell you, nothing really accentuates your vibrancy and youthful vigor than having to use a walker and having your own grabber.
Walker and grabber. There you go.
Wow.
I see. Yeah.
It's quite a visual.
Like our friend Jen says, we like to crack ourselves up. Also coming up today, the latest in local news and a GoFundMe story we're going to tell you about, too. Local news brought to you by our friends at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. The Hartland Board of Education voted 4-3 Monday night to censure Glenn Gogolewski and Greg Keller following their comments on a local podcast, during which Gogolewski had referenced an incident at Farms Intermediate School where his wife works as a secretary, in which a student outburst resulted in the classroom being evacuated. At that point, the podcast host interrupted, calling the student in question, quote, an F-tard, which neither board member disputed or corrected at the time. In addressing the discussion before the board, Keller explained he didn't even notice the comment, only taking note of it when he rewatched the footage. He also dismissed the public response, calling it manufactured hysteria and cancel culture. Gogolewski went on to defend his comments, claiming many were taking them out of context. He also added that it was not his responsibility to correct the host's comment and proceeded to downplay the board's proposal. Board President Chris Costa explained that censuring Keller and Gogolewski, quote, makes it clear to the community that they do not speak for the board, end quote. Vice President Kristen Coleman elaborated that the board needed to distance itself from what she called the lack of professionalism, lack of respect for the position, lack of respect for the district and the people who work in it that had been conveyed by Keller and Gogolewski. The 3 board members who opposed the censure were Gogolewski, Keller, and fellow Clean Slate member Michelle Blondil. Following a hearing last week to rule on defense motions, a pretrial hearing has been set for a Cleary University student facing sexual assault charges following a dorm room incident in February of 2022 on the college's Genoa Township campus. 20-year-old Dylan Lewis Sokol of Commerce Township faces 2 counts of third-degree criminal sexual conduct. Court records show a motion hearing was held last Thursday in Livingston County Circuit Court, in which Judge Suzanne Geddes rejected a defense motion to preclude a particular jury instruction. The testimony from the complainant need not be corroborated if it proved guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. But Judge Geddes did grant another motion precluding improper hearsay testimony. According to previous testimony from Livingston County Sheriff's Detective Jason Davis, the reported assault occurred February 7th of 2022 in a dorm room on the university's campus. Detective Davis said Sokol and the woman were watching a movie in the dorm room about 1:30 in the morning when she says they kissed. The woman reportedly didn't think anything of it, but says that when she refused Sokol's request for sex, he then allegedly sexually assaulted her. Sokol, through his attorney, has denied the charges. He is free on bond pending a May 12th pretrial hearing. If convicted, Sokol faces up to 15 years in prison. And Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin Monday announced the opening of the 2022 Congressional High School Art Competition, giving an opportunity for students in Michigan's 7th Congressional District to showcase their artistic abilities. Students in grades 9 through 12 who reside or attend school in the 7th District are invited to prepare their work for submission over the next few weeks, with the winning entry to be displayed in the U.S. Capitol for a year. The second-place submission will be displayed in Congresswoman Slotkin's Washington, D.C. office. The third-place entry will hang in her district office in Lansing. You'll find more information on the Congressional Art Competition, the student release form, and full eligibility requirements for artwork through links that are posted at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. And coming up this Thursday, the 16th of March, the first ever Effie Jewelry Designer event. One day only, this Thursday, at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, you'll save 50% on diamond and gemstone jewelry. Shop over 1,000 pieces, set in 14 karat gold, 18 karat gold, and sterling silver. Make your appointment and save an additional 10%. That's 60%. Not bad on the math on my part, I must say.
Nice job, sir.
Receive a free Effie gift with your purchase of $500 or more. For details, stop by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers or their website, cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com, or even their Facebook page, Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. And local story has come to our attention. Actually, this last night, both John and I heard from family and friends regarding the Rustic Marine fire.
Yeah, the barn business, I guess, called Rustic Marine. It's located in Hartland, and this family, operates this, and they've been described as sort of the Chip and Joanna Gaines of Livingston County, and a beautiful family. He's an ex-Marine, thus the Rustic Marine. So Monday morning, apparently, their house caught on fire. They woke up to flames. Lindsay Rowe, who's the mother, posted this and said, "Hello, friends. Seems like word has traveled fast. Last night was the most devastating night of our lives. We woke up at 3 a.m. to our home completely engulfed in fire. The smoke was so insane, I'm not sure how AJ and I managed to even make it out of our bedroom, let alone find each child, but somehow we did, barely. Our home was a total loss. We had to jump out of second-story windows. We don't even own a pair of shoes anymore. All of my children are admitted to U of M, some in the ER, some in the ICU. Her son Gunnar is on a vent and said passing every second is absolutely breaking her heart, and asked people to pray hard. She said AJ is not out of the woods. He was their absolute hero, and said she'd share more on that later. And she said she didn't know what to ask for, doesn't know what they need. She said everything with a question mark. Yeah. I just don't know where to begin. But for now, I'm asking for prayers. By some miracle, we made it out alive. Now I just need my babies to make it out of the hospital.
Yeah, and there is a GoFundMe account set up, and I think they've already gotten like $52,000.
Yeah, the original goal was $50,000. They've exceeded that now.
So, you can only imagine, and what a heartbreaking experience, a terrifying experience. And now you have kids in the hospital, and this family pretty much lost everything. So if you can help out, there is a GoFundMe page set up on Facebook. If you'd like to share or donate, you can do so.
Yeah, we'll pass the link along on our Facebook page as well for people if they want to help out, and we'll be following this story as it goes along. I mean, honestly, as horrible as that outcome is, I mean, it's a miracle when you think about it. They've got all these kids, very small kids, and they all made it out alive. So that is truly the miracle here, and it is this could have been far more tragic. So, but the family left with really pretty much nothing. So hopefully folks can help out. So yeah, look for the GoFundMe link. We'll put that up on our Facebook page.
That's mikeandjohnpodcast.com. Last night in trivia, we had a little, I don't know, I was sitting there, I was writing up the trivia question. I said, you know what? Our friends, OG sponsors, Firehouse Doors, who sponsor trivia, been serving Livingston County for over 25 years, had given us some gift cards to give away sporadically. And I saw them sitting next to me, and I said, let's put up a gift card. Texas Roadhouse for the first person.
So you just have these gift cards sitting next to you at home.
Yeah. They're all there.
And we have to just trust
that I
Yeah.
will. Yes.
We're just going to trust you.
Well, you gave them to me. That was your mistake. We have 2 gift cards left. No, I'm just kidding. We have a $25 gift card.
Yeah.
Going to the right answer in last night's trivia, $25 gift card to Texas Roadhouse. Almost 40% of married couples surveyed said if they could, they would change this about their wedding.
Wow.
Your wife said the groom, and so did mine.
Yes. So do many wives.
Many wives. And that's not the right answer.
At least silently to themselves.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people probably thought that, and then said, no, I can't say that.
No.
But when you look at the divorce rate, 40%, because it's like divorce rate's about 50, right? If not more. You think? I don't know.
I think it's around 50%. Yeah.
So the change of spouse, probably not necessarily that bad of a guess, but it's not the right answer. Let's see. Making a different choice for the location of the wedding. Maybe if it was at a courthouse, having it at some type of church, or maybe having it, a lot of venues, these destination weddings these days. But back in the day when we did the wedding thing, I don't think there were destination weddings, or there was very few.
It wasn't for our.
That
was for the Richie Riches up there. Yeah. But Marie, I mean, I don't know if you.
I scanned through. I have the. Do you know the right answer?
I don't. Because you didn't send it to me.
I didn't send you the right answer.
But Marie here said I wouldn't change anything.
Wow.
My dad hired an Italian band to play. Food was outstanding. Invited 200 and 198 showed up. Well, thanks for that recap, Marie. That doesn't answer the question.
Had a head count.
What was the main dish?
List of what everybody gave, too.
Was it Italian wedding soup? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
Isn't that
the Great Scott said skip it.
Yeah.
I'll just skip the wedding.
Honestly, that's my advice
to youngsters.
Even to my own kids. I'm like, really, honestly, just skip the wedding. Just go elope.
Somebody did say elope. That's not the right answer. Yeah. Mary said what they wore. Yeah.
Well,
I guess. When you think about the wedding dress and the cost and the production of the wedding dress, that's a lot of money.
And then that dress, what happens to it?
It hangs in a closet or is put in a box.
It sure does.
Forever.
Yep.
Okay.
Someday to be handed down.
Lisa said, "Get married in Las Vegas."
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens there?
Viva Las Vegas.
Wayne said change the guest list.
Right. Well, especially when you're younger, and you got the in-laws, the mother-in-law or whatever, that's like really kind of in charge of the wedding, and the guest list more reflects their friends. You have a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people in up your wedding, like, I don't even know who these people are. Who are these people?
Well, there's that, but there's also the fact
they brought money? Okay, that's okay. You can come.
This is the advice to the young kids. Invite people who have money.
Right.
If it's just your friends from work that you're going to go out with, like on a Friday night all the time, don't bring them, because they're not going to give you a lot.
Those losers.
No. And chances are 10 years down the road, you won't even know them where they're living. Like, who is that?
You're going to look at the wedding pictures and be like, who is that guy? Didn't I work with that guy?
I haven't talked to that guy since the wedding. Gave us $25, drank us under the table, and left. Whitney said the wedding party. You look at who you had in your wedding party.
Right.
Yeah. You're probably rethinking that. So
and again,
why didn't I have Mike in my wedding party? He was there critiquing the DJ, which the DJ or band was one of the other things that people...
It's a common thing. Wedding cake. Jeff, who we'll be talking to here in a little bit, cousin Jeff, said
the wedding cake?
Wedding cake.
I don't know.
I mean, cake's cake. Whatever.
Cake. The correct answer, and the first to get it, a few people did get it. John Krakowski got it. Krokowski, I guess it is the first song that the bride and groom danced to. You look at that and go, maybe... I don't know. I don't know. At the time, you picked the one that means something.
Maybe Me So Horny was not the best choice. You look back and you go, well, I know it was popular at the time, but okay, maybe that wasn't a great choice.
Sure. the twerking song might not have been the right thing.
Okay.
So congratulations to John. He's getting a $25 gift card for the Texas Roadhouse, courtesy of our trivia sponsor and OG sponsor,
Yes.
our friends at Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County with unparalleled service and products for over 25 years.
Including your exclusive distributor for CHI overhead doors, I believe for 22 years now.
You believe correctly.
Thank you,
Your
sir.
beliefs are correct.
Excellent.
Call today, 810-599-7480. Firehouse Doors. They'll take care of you. And they're taking care of John with a $25 gift card to...
Not this John.
Not you.
John the winner.
You're not going to. Yeah, you're John the loser.
Just so we can... Yeah.
Thanks for lobbing that one.
Loser.
It's time for, speaking of losers...
Didn't I win? No, I won last time.
Did you win last
I
time?
won last time.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
I think I
Maybe you
did.
Yeah, I think you two set it up so you won. That's how.
Hey,
It,
Mike and John.
Hey.
hey, Jeff.
All right, so we can't remember who won last week. It was me, right?
It was you. You knew more about Snake Plissken than
That's
the guy
right,
who
yeah.
mentioned Snake Plissken.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot the topic was Snake Plissken.
And then
Well,
and we saw some comments afterwards, people that did go back and they're like, yeah, I forgot how bad the original
Yeah,
one from New York really
the
was.
New York one was
Yeah.
terrible, and the LA one a little better,
True.
but it was no Judge
I-
Dredd.
I did watch yesterday's show. Have you been playing with people's undergarments today?
Not
Well,
yet.
not on the camera.
You know, we did get a few comments. I got a few texts about the underpants.
Oh, good gosh.
Well, she didn't leave him. Whatever. I don't know why. She didn't, she seemed to... She
Well,
got
we'll
her-
apologize for that juvenile behavior.
She put her panties in a wad and left out of here. So,
John was reaching with his grabber,
Like-
trying to get him as she was walking out the door. Hey, where are you going?
All right.
All right, enough
so
of this eighth grade behavior.
yeah, come on, grow up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeez,
So in
Jeff.
2023, so far, year to date, it's Mike 4, John 4, Cougar 1.
All right.
All right. Oh, yeah. I forgot
Okay.
Cougar got one.
Yeah,
of them
that's
today.
right.
All right. What's
right.
our topic today?
I'm not going to sing it, but I will start with just sit right back and you hear a tale.
All right.
We're going to talk about Gilligan's
That
Island.
doesn't mean you just sit right back. You're supposed to participate in the show. Why don't you just relax?
I'm
Skipper.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
So I know that this is probably the first thing on Mike's mind, but Ginger or Marianne? Do you know who wound up? Was it really by popular demand? Which one?
Well, wait a minute. What do you mean? Who won? Was it like?
No, who do
Are
you
you
prefer?
a Ginger? Are you a
Yeah,
Ginger
who do you
or
prefer?
Marianne guy?
Well, I'm my wife's guy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I answered about Daphne, so come on.
I was Marianne all the way. I think...
It was because she could make the coconut cream pie.
No,
wasn't it?
I mean, that doesn't hurt. But...
the short shorts all the time.
I mean, I thought Marianne was much more sexy.
you think so?
Yeah.
A boop boop. You did.
I think she's the kind of,
Yeah.
that she saved it
All
for,
right.
the
you
hut.
left one out.
She saved it for the hut.
What about Lovey?
Oh,
So it really was.
all nice and sweet out on the beach. But
Oh, she was a bad girl in the hut.
All right, well, it's just based upon fan mail.
Yes, I would say Marianne as well.
It was Marianne was
Yeah.
more than 2-1 over Ginger.
because she was kind of the
Most
all-American girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fans. Yeah. And probably
Ginger was too high maintenance,
mean,
especially for the island.
I mean, I wouldn't roll Ginger out of the hammock, but
you wouldn't even get Ginger in the hammock. What are you talking about?
I'd have to get in first. That's for sure.
oh, good heavens.
Yeah, thanks,
Okay.
Jeff. Oh my,
Okay. All right, Ginger. No, you get on.
we're gonna need extra straps for this thing.
Oh, little buddy. Okay.
Oh heavens.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
So Gilligan.
Yes.
Is it his first name? His last name? What's Gilligan's whole name? Is it Gilligan Williams? Willie Gilligan, Jonas Gilligan, or Gilligan Jones? What are her actual first and second
I
names?
think it is the second one.
I'm going Willie Gilligan.
Yeah, I think it was Willie
Willie?
Gilligan.
You going Willie?
Yeah. Isn't that the second one?
That's the one.
That is the
Yeah,
second one.
It's Willie
Yeah.
Gilligan.
You are both correct.
Look at that. We both got it. 2 for 2.
Oh, we got it all right.
We're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
All right. In the pilot episode, Marooned, which was filmed in November 1963, the pilot featured 7 characters. Same in the series. But only 4 of the characters and their associated actors actually made it to the show. Which 4? Was it Gilligan, the skipper, and the Howells? Gilligan, the skipper, Ginger, and the professor? Gilligan, skipper, Mary Ann, and Ginger? Or the skipper, the Howells, and Ginger?
Okay. All right, I'm very confused right now. So do you mean
Which ones that were in the pilot?
like we're actually
that continued on into the series?
Correct. The pilot
Got
had 7 characters, but only 4 from the pilot actually went to the show.
All right. And so when you say characters, I know I'm getting overly litigious here, but
Yeah, you are.
Are you talking about the actors themselves or the
just the
characters didn't actually translate?
The character.
Okay, all right,
Characters.
okay, just making sure. Okay. All right, now go over those choices again.
Gilligan, the skipper, Ginger, and the professor. Gilligan, the skipper, and the Howells. Gilligan, skipper, Mary Ann, and Ginger. Or the skipper, the Howells, and Ginger.
So if it was the skipper and Gilligan and Ginger and Mary Ann, I think that would have been an odd set.
Yeah.
But there were the other characters there. So I'm going to go with Gilligan, the skipper, and the Howells. They're the ones that made it into.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe Mrs. Howell didn't sign on early on because she was so rich. Now I got to rethink.
I
this.
think it was the
I'll go with
what was the third configuration?
Gilligan, the skipper, Mary Ann, and Ginger.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
You think that's the one?
Yeah.
I think they had to talk Tina Louise into the role.
Yeah, you might be
So
right.
it may have. I don't know if Ginger was actually there. All right. Who is it?
Well,
I
did
said
you
the
pick one,
Howells.
Mike?
Yeah, the Howells
Okay.
and the Howells and the skipper and Gilligan.
All right, it is Gilligan, the skipper, and the Howells.
So neither of us got it right.
No, I
Oh,
just
did
said
you?
Gilligan.
Oh, okay.
You're right
Yeah,
next to me. Listen, will you? Trying to set it up so I lose again? Come on.
The professor was originally a high school teacher. Ginger and Mary Ann were secretaries.
Like secretaries who got
She
together
wasn't-
and decided
she-
to go on a cruise.
Yep, they were like buddies.
Yeah. All right.
Interesting.
All right.
All right. I did not know that.
Now you
Obviously.
know.
And the pilot, like the show didn't hit for 3 more years. The pilot was never shown before the series started again. There was that gap because they changed the characters so much.
Yeah, they lost it on an island somewhere. We should give away a cruise. Wouldn't that be fun? Little minnow.
3-hour cruise?
A 3-hour cruise.
Yeah, drive Grand River, howl the Fowlerville.
Yeah, there you go.
During construction. The professor lists the schools he had degrees from in just one episode. They include a Bachelor of Arts from USC, Bachelor of Science from UCLA, Master of Arts from SMU, and a PhD from this other school. What was it? Was it Michigan, TCU, Georgia, or Ohio State?
Go blue. I think it was Michigan.
Do you think he was?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
TCU.
Wow, I don't even think John can catch up at this point. TCU.
Was it really TCU?
Oh yeah, TCU.
It really was.
I really thought for sure it was Michigan.
Was it a
Okay.
lucky guess? Sure, it was. Had no clue.
All right.
Okay. Most are familiar with the Wellingtons version of the theme song. Any idea which future Grammy winner started out as an incidental music composer on the show? Marvin Hamlish, John Williams, Burt Bacharach, or Henry Mancini?
I think it was Marvin Hamlish. Some reason that name just
Yeah.
rung a bell, so I'm going to say it's Marvin Hamlish.
Who were the others? You had
Mancini.
John,
Burke-
John
Bacharach.
Williams, Burt Bacharach, Henry Mancini.
I'll go Mancini. Little Pink Panther and Gilligan's Island.
He was known at that time as Johnny Williams.
Oh. So Johnny Williams.
John Williams.
John Williams.
Oh, Johnny.
Star Wars and
Yeah.
all that happy stuff.
Okay.
Incidental music. Who knew that was a career?
So he was he in charge of like the instrumental stuff they would play,
Like the transitions
You're
and
at
stuff.
the lagoon.
Yes,
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
instant.
okay.
Yes, the
But not
incidental
the
stuff.
theme song.
Yeah.
Nope, he did the second variation of the theme song, like the first season. It was
When they added the
And
Professor
the
and
rest.
Marianne. Yeah.
then they
yeah.
had to add the Professor and Aunt Mary Ann.
Genius.
Yep.
Pure genius.
Yes. The Professor and Marianne.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I lost.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
All right. The Gilligan's Island quiz is done for this week.
Yes.
All right. All right, Jeff. Have a great week. And what was it that you said about changing for the wedding? I forget your answer.
Well, didn't you say wedding cake? No.
Yeah. Yeah, you said cake, didn't you?
In our trivia.
In the trivia.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
you?
Nothing to do with
Yeah, yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
Okay.
Why would you
Nothing to
change
do
the
with-
cake?
Yeah, why yeah, we're kind of
Yeah.
curious.
Is it a bad cake?
Was it yeah.
Stale cake? Crappy frosting?
No, just nobody.
No one, yeah.
My daughter's wedding was popsicles and cupcakes.
That's cool.
Wedding cake. It's just
Saves the cutting.
Yeah.
When you think about
Well,
it.
right. That's
cheap.
always, and that's
silliness
always,
of
yeah.
putting food in somebody else's mouth. Like, why do we do this?
Yeah,
This is
it
silly.
is kind of odd.
You mean, oh yeah, and the push it in your face
Right.
and smash it in the face
Right.
trick?
That's what a great way to start a relationship.
Yes, and get frosting all over a black.
And you know the
box,
thing is,
whatever.
I've been to a couple of weddings where usually the groom is a little too forceful with the cake, where they're pushing it in their spouse's face
See,
or whatever, and you're like,
I didn't do it.
that
I didn't
seems
know
a little
anything about
seems
that.
a little aggressive, you know, like there's something going on here.
I just don't think it's a great way to start
Yeah.
off.
Okay, I see why now.
Let's shove cake in your lovely's face.
Well, it's supposed to be the photo.
Yeah.
For the photo, then it becomes
It's just
the
a
wham.
little silliness.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, how many people have that photo sitting
Yeah,
around the house?
right. It's not the one you put in the
maybe
frame. Yeah.
Wedding pictures are also way over. You need like 3.
You need 3 wedding shots. The video too.
That's all right. I got my cell phone. We don't need to hire a photographer. I got it.
My wedding was so long ago, we had those disposable cameras on the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
You know, big mistake because you pay all that money to develop the pictures
Well, and
of
you're like,
people. It's like a shot of the silverware, you know, because when people have too
And you're
much
like,
to drink,
oh.
you have all these pictures of nothing that you're going to use, and you have to pay for them.
Right. And then if
For those
if
things.
a kid gets a hold of one of them,
Oh, yeah.
you know, then they're looking up their nose.
Or the groomsmen have a little too much fun.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
it's,
right.
Not
Hey,
good.
let's take this camera into the John and take pictures of the urinal. Thanks, guys. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Jeff. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
You got it. Hope John's feeling well.
Yeah, me too.
Get moving.
All right.
Get moving.
Yep, that's
Get
what I'm
moving.
doing.
That's his orders. Get moving.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, for the remainder of the show, I think we'll just show you getting in and out of the chair. What do you think?
You want to do it?
No, I don't think.
You can get my walker.
You want me to get your walker?
You seem to be fascinated.
No,
by
I'm
this.
just. No, we got to keep you moving. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all.
I'll get a,
All right. So let's talk a little about the new merch that's available
All right.
at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. Our designers worked hard all winter long
Oh,
to
yeah,
come
they
up with the
did.
spring line
Right.
with our new logo on it, front and back for the shirt design.
I mean, there's the logo right there. I mean, that's
pretty sharp.
That is pretty sharp.
And it looks great on black. It looks good on white. It looks good on any color. But get your baseball type jerseys, your T-shirts. I think we have hoodies too. So go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com for that. Are you ready for the 2-cent history lesson? Or did I miss something? Oh, I forgot about the Jor bit. Did you get the latest Jor bit?
I did.
All right.
I did.
Of course, Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor with Remax Platinum, is the official Gigo realtor. He's over 15 years in the real estate industry, and as a part of the Genso team, Jordan can use his local knowledge, which he shares with us from time to time, and experience to provide you with the expertise you need, whether you're buying or selling a home. And here's today's Jor bit.
Okay. So, yesterday we had the quiz,
Yeah,
which you did not do well on.
I didn't. No. Yeah. Why don't you rub it in just
So,
because you lost
so pay
it.
attention is what I'm saying.
All right.
All right. So Jordan has continued his realtor education beyond just the licensing requirement to earn several professional certifications, one of which is the Pricing Strategy Advisor, or PSA.
Ooh.
That was designed to enhance his skills in pricing properties, creating market analysis, working with appraisers, and guiding clients through the anxieties and misperceptions they often have about home values. In this current market, if you're at all curious about what a PSA certified realtor would value your home at, give Jordan a call. He enjoys the art and practice of doing a market analysis. It's a free service he offers with zero expectations that the person contacting him will eventually list their home. So even if you have no intention of selling anytime soon, just curious about what your home might be worth, contact Jordan, 248-444-9777. And if you do, let him know you heard his Jorbit on Mike and John Got It Going On. So that's one of the big questions, I know. You're like, oh, what do you think this dump is worth? What do you think we can get on this thing? Huh?
Think anybody would buy this place?
You know,
We know
but
all the secrets.
It's always good to have answers. So
It is.
he will give you those answers.
Nice to know what your place might be worth. You know, the value enhanced when we moved our studio downstairs, didn't it, of your place?
Oh, God, yeah.
If you need a realtor with experience, 248-444-9777 for Jordan Genso, or you can find him online and on Facebook. Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor. Also, official Giggle realtor, Jordan Genso. All right, today, March 14th. That's 314, which of course means Pi Day.
Oh, today's Pi Day.
Yeah, 3.14 is pi.
All right, sure.
National Pi Day.
I like pie.
It's also Learn About Butterflies Day. And I was just waiting for Jeff as he brought up the Gilligan's Island to talk about the butterflies and the pussycat swallowtail. If you remember the butterfly expert that got lost on the pussycat swallowtail.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name. It's also International Ask a Question Day. It's Bake a Pie in Solidarity Day. You have a question?
I have a question.
Mr. King, what's your question?
Did you bring any pie?
I did not bring
No,
any pie.
okay.
No pie.
All right, fine.
It's National Potato Chip Day today, too.
Oh.
Barbecue, please. 1794, Eli Whitney patented the cotton gin.
Thus
did-
making slavery super profitable.
I guess so, yes. And what did the gin taste like?
That's not
Cotton gin.
It was not kind of.
No?
It was a device to
A little dry.
clean the cotton.
Ah.
But, made it so.
You know,
could
if it weren't for
mass-produce
Eli
cotton.
Whitney and the cotton gin, we might not have cotton candy.
Yeah, and I don't think any of those things are related.
No. I don't like cotton candy either.
Yeah,
It's like eating hair.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, what if you're not 5? When you're 5 and you like cotton candy, sure, I get it. Beyond that, you're like, what are you doing?
Ever got a fly on the cotton candy?
Yeah.
You know, they're wheeling that thing around. They got that paper, I don't know, what is it, like a cone?
Yeah,
U.S. Senate in 1903.
like, is that a paper towel holder?
The U.S. Senate ratified the Hay-Haran Treaty.
Sure, that one too.
The Hay-Haran?
Hey,
Hay-Haran! Which guaranteed the U.S. the right to build a canal at Panama.
Oh, okay.
And gave Van Halen inspiration for the song Panama.
Well, of course. Not to be confused with the Barbaran Treaty.
Oh, Vinnie Barbarino Treaty?
So,
Barbarino. By the way, the Colombian Senate rejected that treaty. Said, well, none of that.
Yeah. And yet we built it anyway.
We're not bullies. 1938, Superman appeared in a comic book for the first time. Superman. U.S. President FDR. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1943, became the first U.S. president to fly in an airplane while in office.
Oh,
So he didn't fly in the office. He was in office.
No.
And, you know, he was the president at the time to
Got
fly
it,
in a plane.
yeah.
1983, John Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, and Alex John Such got together and formed a band called Bon Jovi. 1983. How about that? They've been around for 40 years.
Well, this is the 40th anniversary of Bon Jovi. Wow.
Yeah. Those guys are old.
Just get my hair, shake it out like
Living on a prayer.
Bon Jovi. Yeah, I'm praying. I'm praying all right.
1989, imported assault guns were banned in the U.S. under President Bush #1. We don't have any.
No, the ban was allowed to expire. And by the way, while that ban was in effect, mass shootings overall were down quite a lot. And then it was allowed to expire. And of course, well,
Let it roll.
here we are.
Peter Blake, 2001, who designed the Beatles' classics Sgt. Pepper album cover, sued the group's record company for more money. He was paid $340 in 1967, but was cheesed off. Cheesed off, I say.
Does it really say cheesed
It does
off?
say cheesed off, see? Cheesed off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Cheesed off that EMI never offered to pay more money.
Well,
It's like, I'm really cheesed.
okay, let's explain how business works.
You-
Why didn't you offer me more money that I accepted the little bit that you gave me? That's not how that works. You have to
He
demand it.
underestimated his,
Yeah.
his value, just like you underestimated the go through after the knee surgery. He underestimated
You're right.
what he was going to get
Yeah.
out of the deal at the end.
Yeah. I think he realized belatedly that he made a bad deal.
They could have gave me a little bit more, a little something for the effort.
You made a little bad deal there, fella.
Whoops.
Yeah.
And finally, in 2017, the world's oldest golf club, Muirfield in Scotland, voted to admit women as members for the first time in 273 years. Before, ladies could only be waitresses or driving the golf cart, the beer cart.
Did they have the hot dog at the turn?
I don't think they have a hot dog at the turn or a beer cart at the Scotland.
Yeah, exactly.
thing. No, but they said, okay, we'll
right.
we'll allow the ladies
Okay.
to come in.
And what year was that, by the way?
2017.
Oh, way to get on it there.
Modern times. That is your 2-cent history
Wow, that's
lesson for
amazing.
this Pie Day. Pie Day.
Well, now you're...
Chocolate cream
I
pie.
want pie.
It's kind of good. Forget the potato chips.
Well, yeah.
All right. That's it for your 2-cent history lesson today.
All right, Murphy's Family Auto, of course, one of the supporters here at Mike and John Got It Going On. We appreciate their support, and of course, they're the place to go for all of your automotive maintenance needs, tune-ups, brakes, expert electrical, computer diagnostics, wheel balancing, tire, shock, suspension, batteries, air conditioning. It's the whole shebang. Murphy'sFamilyAuto.com. You can go there to get all the details, or give them a call, 517-552-3040.
We have something special coming up tomorrow.
We do? Oh, yes, we do. I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, see, he was talking out of the side of his mouth. He says, what are you talking about?
I was talking to myself, too. I'm like,
Getting the recall.
yes, we'll be talking with Rich Perlberg a day early.
Yeah, the less you know.
Yeah, he's unavailable Thursday.
Rich is not available
Yeah,
at this
I
time.
don't.
Please leave your name and number. He'll get back to you when
Which
he's
will probably
available.
what happens when we call him
Yeah,
tomorrow.
he'll go,
but-
what do you call me on a
Yeah.
Wednesday for?
Right. So, yes, we'll be doing The Less You Know with Rich Perlberg on a special Wednesday edition, of course. And once again, just want to point folks to the GoFundMe that we talked about earlier in the show. This is for Rustic Marine. The family there, which is in Hartland, had a fire, devastating fire early Monday morning. And fortunately, everyone got out, but some of the kids, or all the kids, are in the hospital. And they lost everything. So we're going to post the link to the GoFundMe there, and you can read more. But just hoping for that family and wishing them all the best.
Prayers. All right, that's going to do it for today. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Mike and John got it going on. Thanks for tuning in today.
All right, see ya.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.